Hi, I'm meteorologist Tony Petracca with a special Hurricane Helene update. Of course, not a concern to New England, but a lot of southern New Englanders have family and friends that live in Florida. Situation, unfortunately, dire for the west coast of Florida, especially the Big Bend of Florida. Storm has now been upgraded to a Category 4 hurricane. Let me get in a little closer. This is the combination of the satellite and radar. And now that the storm has moved within Doppler radar range, you can clearly see right in here the eye of the storm moving north and east. So Tampa right in here. You got Panama City. This is called the Big Bend of Florida. Tallahassee is up in here, getting ready to make landfall on the Big Bend of Florida over the next several hours. I mean, the weather's already been deteriorating rapidly. The water levels, the ocean levels have been rising as well. Here's a more detailed, high-resolution satellite imagery. This is 1 kilometer resolution, and these pictures are actually taken every 60 seconds. So Tampa right in here, you're getting some storm surge and flooding in Tampa Bay, but Cedar Key, Tallahassee right up in here. This area, that's called the Big Bend of Florida. And quite simply, with the circulation around the hurricane, it's counterclockwise. On the right-hand side, you're getting the strong onshore push of water towards the coastline. That's called a storm surge, which is forecast to be extreme. All right, so as far as the hurricane warning, the areas in red. Now, the hurricane conditions will extend all the way up into Georgia overnight, potentially into Atlanta tomorrow. Would not surprise me. In fact, more than likely, that at some point, I would imagine that the airport, one of the busiest airports in the world, Atlanta, Hartsfield, may actually shut down. So the hurricane warnings, the areas in red, naturally, and the rest of the state of Florida under a tropical storm warning for the areas in orange. Rapid intensification in the last 12 to 18 hours for a number of reasons, one being these warm waters in the Gulf. Now, obviously, the water in the Gulf of Mexico is warm, but it's running above average, so that is acting as fuel to help, high-octane fuel to help feed this storm and to strengthen it last minute before landfall. Winds are now at 130 miles per hour, so Category 4 storm. The track taking it onto the Big Bend of Florida. Now, keep in mind, this particular forecast map represents where the center of the storm will be. The extreme weather conditions extend for many miles away from the center. So what we're showing you is where the center of the storm will make landfall, somewhere in between Cedar Key and Tallahassee this evening and overnight, passing through Georgia as a hurricane on Friday morning, and then weakening to a depression across the Mississippi River Valley as we get into Saturday. We're not anticipating any of this remnant moisture to come up into New England. Obviously, excessive rain along the track of the storm on the order of 6 to 12 inches, really be producing catastrophic flooding and mudslides in some of them, the Appalachians. We're talking about this amount of rain falling in a mountainous area of Georgia and the Virginia and Carolinas. And then the storm surge, by far the most dangerous part of a hurricane. So quite simply, this is the forecast of the amount of the rise in the water as it comes crashing towards the shoreline on the order of 15 to 20 feet right in here in the Big Bend of Florida. This is the most destructive, the deadliest part of a hurricane right here is the storm surge. Let me show it to you in a different way. And we've had our share of storm surges here in southern New England, 1938 hurricane, 1954 Carol. So on any given normal day at the beach, you got your normal your normal high tide. I'll try that one more time, right in here. But with an approaching hurricane on the right-hand side, you get this onshore push, this water being pushed towards the coastline and just rising. And in some cases, you can get these water levels rising above 12 feet. And then the forecast surge is 15 to 20 feet. It's like a liquid bulldozer. How powerful the fast-moving water, the force of water being pushed towards the coastline, it can just knock down houses and things like that. This is the deadliest part of a landfalling hurricane is the storm surge. Okay, well, I didn't know this map was in here, but while we're here, we'll talk about our local weather. We've got showers tonight, and then improving weather for Friday. There's some leftover clouds early in the morning, and we'll see a little brightening during the afternoon with temperatures actually pretty nice, topping out between 70 and 75. So wrapping it up as far as the latest on Hurricane Helene. Check back with us tonight at 10 and 11 on 12 News for the latest on the storm. As mentioned before, there are a lot of people in southern New England who have family and friends that live in Florida, and we will certainly keep you updated.